I'm sorry. Hey, it's CNC. Thanks for coming to chat with me. And this is the Monday meetup where I don't go live every Monday, but we go live every Monday between 7 and 8 p.m., which will now officially be back to 8. Sorry, we'll be back to 7 p.m. Today was my last day of teaching for the fall semester. I made it. But hey, y'all, this is my channel, COC. Thanks for coming to chat with me. Let's see who we have in the chat. And my apologies for being late. I hate being late. My plan was for class to end at 7:30 or before 7. Well, yeah, 7:30 will get me home right for this. And of course, it's the end of the semester, so students are trying to figure out, are they okay grade-wise, advocate for themselves, etc. So I'm late, but we'll be back to 7 p.m. on the next one. But let's see who we have here. Welcome in 11 people. My name is Carlene. This is my channel, COC, Solo Traveler Extraordinaire, and this is the Monday Meetup. And we have Gina's World in the building. Hi, Gina's World. Thanks for being here. Hopefully your time. Gina's World just got off of Excel, Celebrity Excel. And I'm really liking the enhancements to Excel in regards to that one hallway. So Gina's World has a really cute, what is it called? Reel that she posted of Celebrity Ascent's hallway. My little stovetop hat is not, I feel like it's not fully cooperating. Does this hat look familiar? Who's following the advent calendar content? Welcome in. We got G Fox in the building saying, it's your resident hype person. G Fox in the building saying, what a do, chat. Let's go. She misses all her cruise cousins. I know. It feels like I haven't. It's been, what was my last Melanin at Sea was July 2024. I don't think, G, you weren't on that one. So I feel like it's been a while. The closest thing I had to a mass reunion was that Carnival Conquest was that July? It was a bunch of people on that one. So yeah, we're overdue to all be on the same high seas together. We got a folks. Hey, Mickey's Adventures in here, usually saying hello, good night. Hi, Mickey. Thanks for being here. And I know I could quickly see Mickey was fussing me out for being late. G Fox made an appearance on the Jen Danielle's group cruise vlog. I'm so behind on cruise content in regards to watching it. I think with being on the high seas myself. So this week I have a bunch of cruise content that I want to get caught up on. So now I know G is in Jen's what was that, Virgin Voyages vlog. Who else we got here? Let's see. Lisa T is in the building. Welcome, Lisa T. And Mickey's Dimensions reminding you all to hit that thumbs up button as you are entering the chat. Yes, please hit the thumbs up to let the algorithm know this is content worth watching. Today, we have a trip announcement. And I'm going to recap a little bit of Margaritaville at Sea. Not going to give you too much details because those vlogs are coming out. But I want to just tell you about my overall impressions. Because when I say Margaritaville at Sea kind of knocked my socks off a little bit, I was pretty impressed. And it just seems like they're getting better with the ships they have coming, and just how they renovate the old ship spaces. Lisa T is saying, hey everyone, excited for the live? Yes, this live, if y'all saw, it says diamonds may be forever. If that gives you a hint at anything, if anybody wants to take any guesses about what exactly I'm talking about. Big Murph, the Meet and I nominated Big Murph himself for a new channel. So if you all haven't heard, the Meet and I awards were released on Sunday. So pop over to Meet and I, either social media. You can see all the channels that were nominated. I was nominated for Female Solo Traveler of the Year. So somebody want to drop that link in the chat. There's a Google form. A lot of people that you already follow are also nominated for various categories. So vote for folks. And then January 17th was the date I saw, will be the Meet and I Awards, and you get to see who is the winner for each category. It's a for us, by us type of award deal. A lot of our channels, when YouTube does awards, they do, huge channels, and a lot of us are getting to huge channels. So it's cool to get the recognition in the meantime to keep us motivated as we get to the hugeness. And Murph is one of those individuals nominated. G Fox is trying to tell the people, I saw what y'all were guessing what I was doing. I don't appreciate it. G Fox says, Carlene must be making dinner or something. I appreciate it. See, G had a wholesome activity. about making dinner. Actually, no, I teach at a local university in the fall semester. So tonight was the last night of class. Thank you, Jesus. It's always interesting because at the beginning of the semester, we're all excited. Like the teachers are excited, the students are excited. And then about right before, I think, Halloween, we are all starting to like pull ourselves by the coattails just to get to class, turn in assignments, grade assignments. So yeah, I was finishing up teaching the last class. And of course, you know what students do at the end of the semester, try to figure out their lives. So thank y'all for patiently waiting. I think when I popped in while I was driving, I shouldn't have probably confessed that I was driving looking at the chat because I wanted to let y'all know I like being late. But yeah, I think it was 10 people waiting. So thank y'all for being here. Much appreciated. And we will be on time the next Monday meetup. Which we go back to 7 p.m. G says, since we are waiting, is anyone, thank you, G, for entertaining the people. So is anyone cruising soon? I know I am, hence the trip announcement. Let's see. Hey, your sis Cassandra. Nice to meet you, Cassandra. Or is it Cassandra? Cassandra. Thanks for being here. You're good, sis Cassandra. I think I gave you a new name. Mickey is not cruising until July. G's next cruise is June. Welcome in, Marilyn Mel Tibbs. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being a channel member, and thanks for the moderators and channel members for being in the chat. This is me telling y'all I was on my way. Mickey said she had a cruise over Christmas. Oh, she had to cancel. Was that? I think you were telling us. I hope you were on the men's and okay, Mickey, and hopefully, getting that next cruise planned for. This is the time of year, y'all, honestly, to start planning for your next year's cruises. Now, I did notice Carnival got some decent last minute deals, but if you want to like plan, but the thing with the last minute deal is you have to be prepared to pay up front. So if you want to do that, one of quick last minute deals with $350, $400, you have to pay the full amount right then. But, if you want to plan an experience, that Panama Canal cruise, that Ultra Luxe cruise, you want to start booking now so that you can lock in a low rate for either next year or the year after. And I showed y'all that one reel I did where I have a cruise for my birthday that went from $3,800 for a 12-day cruise on Celebrity to now that cruise is already up to $5,000. So you might want to lock it in. There's another cruise that I locked in a couple years ago for a really low rate, low deposit. So I know we're all kind of like, we're in the holiday mode, we're buying stuff, we're thinking about, but also you might want to consider budgeting, planning for your travels because, those are important too. And I would say now is a good time to start locking in stuff for a year or two out so that you can, have your choice of things. Big Murph says she's partaking in another bottle of wine. See, Murph is on the naughty list because Murph did not say I was doing something wholesome, but I have been enjoying doing my wine advent calendar. If y'all haven't seen those shorts going up, and usually I film those in the evening, so I have to actually, Murph, to tell you, I'll film it after this. But no, I was not digging in my wine box just yet. Gina's Rose says she is on Resilient Lady in January. Oh, love it. I want to get back on Virgin. I feel like I've been doing a lot of Valiant Lady on Virgin recently. So I really want to get back on Resilient. I want to get back on, I've never been on Brilliant. And then of course seeing the new refurbished Scarlet, which I have Scarlet booked currently. But I need to get back on Resilient. I only did Resilient for 2 days. So I want to get back on and see what the vibe of that ship is like. So kudos to you for having that January cruise, girl. And G's like, oh, look who it is. Yes, I was trying to let y'all know. Thanks for waiting. Appreciate it. G says excuses of tools are the competent. I wasn't making excuses. I was just letting y'all know while y'all were waiting. And yes, I am still getting caught up on, apparently that was like 7:58. So thank you, G, for being a welcoming committee. Much appreciated. So yeah, I'm scrolling through. Let's get into a little bit of while we're saying hello. Thank you, Mickey. Wholesome content. It was no traffic, but I was stuck in the classroom literally at like 7:30. I don't think I left the building until like 7:40. So yeah, stuck with something. MH Family Adventures here saying hello to everyone in the chat. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. We got our first question of the evening, and that is, does anyone have any Christmas traditions? G Fox is really being the facilitator. that y'all want to share in regards to Christmas traditions. Honestly, like I had this tradition that for a period where I would host my mom for Christmas Eve dinner. So I would cook a really big Christmas Eve dinner, like lobster mac and cheese, crab cakes. Like it was not the full seven, what is it called? Seven seafood that the Italians do, which I love that tradition. But pretty seafood heavy, a prime rib. Like I would go down, I would throw down on Christmas Eve, and then my mom would spend the night at my house, or I would take all the food to her house, and then cook breakfast, and then kind of part ways. And I don't know what I want to do this year. Like I don't think I want to do that, so I'm trying to figure out something else. Maybe do like a restaurant reservation or something like that. But that would probably be my Christmas tradition. I think with like the passing of my uncle, I want to be around with like the rest of my family. But the rest of the family is in PA, Pennsylvania. So my mom is like, she is not driving up there in the winter because she's scared of like snow and ice. So, but let's see who else got Christmas traditions. Mickey's Adventure says they do Christmas dinner at my cousin's and Secret Santa. And then I have my hairdresser, one of my hairdressers. I think her family, they do a big Christmas breakfast is their thing. So everybody opens up gifts at their separate houses and then come together at one person's house after they open up gifts. Then they have a big breakfast at her sister's house. I just love traditions in general. They have 50 people come together. See, I love a holiday with a big old crowded house for sure. So cool. Love that. G Fox says her family eats Chinese food on Christmas, just like what's that movie? Give me the movie. A Christmas Story. So yeah, let's get a little bit into cruising. So Margaritaville at Sea, as you all know, I had my first ever hosted and paid for. I gotta crank out the video so I can get paid, but my first hosted and paid cruise experience, which I will say, like, as a channel of 5,000, it floored me to be invited. Like I thought it was almost a scam post, but it was legit. And when I say like Margaritaville at Sea really rolled out like the red carpet for me. I was trying to I was trying to compartmentalize of like, okay, Carly, are you having a good experience because they, did all this stuff, or are you having a good experience? It's a truly good experience. I think it was truly a good experience, and it just enhanced just all the things that they included in their hosting. And for you, like other creators, I will say like the opportunity came by like unexpected. And I think honestly it came by, I signed up for another hosting opportunity, and they use this it's a website called Social Sprout, I believe. And I think I didn't make the matrix for the one hosted opportunity. Margaritaville at Sea reached out through that platform. So I guess it was enough. I don't know, but it was one of them things that's like, sometimes you might apply for one opportunity or experience, and then it opens the door to something else. So apply to everything. But yeah, I got on Islander. So Margaritaville at Sea Islander is their newest ship for the moment, which they have Beachcomber coming out in January. And those what is it called? Specs in the design of Beachcomber look pretty interesting. I think they just keep getting better and better. Overall, and I try not to like compare brands amongst each other. Like I try to let brands stand in its own right. But for me to give y'all like a review of what that line was like, it was kind of like, imagine being on like an old Carnival cruise ship, but they refurbish all the spaces. So like imagine being on like a Carnival, like a Conquest, but instead of like getting on and it's like all the old stuff, they literally have refurbished everything to make it more modern and a little more chic. Just kind of the overall experience is they have activities for everyone. They have a ton of bars, Jesus, because that was one of the things in my package. They gave me a drink package, so I was able to try out their drinks. I feel like they finally heard our feedback in relation to, if you're going to be called Margaritaville, you got to have a good margarita. So literally each bar that you go to has a feature margarita, including the main dining room also has a couple featured margaritas that you can choose from on a nightly basis. So they heard us on that for sure. I met a couple of folks I met two couples who were at the wine tasting I went to, and that was their first cruise ever, Margaritaville at Sea. And they've been to like plenty of places around the world, and they had already booked like the future cruise thing. And I was kind of like, oh, I was like, well, if this is your first cruise, like there's a lot of others that are just, it's nothing but up. And they were kind of like, what do you mean it's nothing but up from here? And I'm just like, yeah, like this is a great experience, but like there are, other lines. So they were fully impressed with that being their first cruise. So I would definitely say like Beach Islander and up. I heard Paradise is in dry dock. So it'll be interesting to see what enhancements Paradise comes with. But I thoroughly enjoyed my little time on Margaritaville at Sea. All right, let's get back into the chat and welcome in 37 people. My name is Carlene. This is my channel, See It With C, Solo Traveler Extraordinaire. And every Monday, this is a Monday meetup. Every Monday at 7 p.m., you get content from me. And today is a trip announcement. So I'm going to get into trip announcement shortly. Let me know if y'all have any questions about Margaritaville at Sea. And get into some more comments, and then we'll see what we got in regards to trip announcements. Mitchell says we do the same every Christmas. Chinese food too. Oh, okay. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I should try the Chinese food tradition. I know one thing is definitely cheaper than the seafood. MH says they make cinnamon rolls for breakfast every Christmas. Oh my gosh, did you make homemade icing? Because that's my favorite part of a cinnamon roll. Like, hold the roll, give me the icing. G says, yeah, I think it's people who are tired of cooking since Thanksgiving was a month ago. Got it. That makes sense. Outsource Christmas since everybody's running around cooking for Thanksgiving. Mickey says, I just enjoy the family gathering together. We do Thanksgiving in July and Christmas. Cool. And y'all see I got my hat because I think this is going to be like our last live stream, minus I'll probably stream from the ship before the Christmas holiday. So we're a little festive today. Murph says, I've heard of people have a seafood boil for Christmas. Them people must be from Louisiana. I feel like I'm overdue for a good seafood boil myself. Gina's Rose says, I do no cooking for New Year's Eve or day. And yeah, New Year's, I feel like New Year's is a good like restaurant holiday. MH says, I would love seafood boil for Christmas, but we can't get fresh seafood here in Ohio. Everybody say landlocked. Yes, I totally learned that. I had a boyfriend who lived in Toledo at one point, and when I say like no seafood. Let's see. And Mickey said her sister did a seafood boil last year. Okay, let me find out seafood boils are becoming official, a thing. Has anybody did the, what was it called, Red Lobster seafood boil? Try that out. Let's see. G Fox says everyone's been enjoying Carlene. Has everyone been enjoying Carlene's wine advent calendar? Yes. And let me give you some backstory about that wine advent calendar. I literally have been going to like Total Wine probably like towards the end of, I found like a new Total Wine, and I've been going there since like the end of summer. And they already had like the holiday, like they had a big Christmas kind of tree with these boxes of advent calendars. And every time I would go in there, it would be like fully like a tree. And I would look at it and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. And literally I was sitting here, I guess the Sunday before Thanksgiving. Was sitting here Sunday before Thanksgiving. And next thing I know, I went online and I ordered one for pickup. Actually, I ordered two. I got one and I ordered one for my homegirl. And I've been having a good old time on my shorts. So if you look at my Instagram, my shorts every day, I've been releasing those. And it's actually like a good kind of refreshing, I guess, a break from cruise vlogging. It also is like when I challenge myself not to say and when I record those. So that's been a fun thing too. So thank you for that. Dang, I'm finally getting to what I into the chat. Yes, I'm here and present. Welcome, Quality Childcare. Good to see you in here. Hey, Turkisha girl, thanks for popping by. Chester Oglesby is fresh off the Ascent, saying the Ascent was the bomb. Cool. Ascent is still my favorite ship. It's still my favorite ship, and that's after being on Star of the Seas. I'm still giving it to Ascent in regards to, I love the plush spaces, the food. So I'm glad you enjoy Ascent. I'm overdue for a celebrity cruise. But one is coming soon, but I'm overdue for Edge class in particular. And YFC is in the building saying, hey, C in chat. Hey, YFC, welcome in. I believe they got not on the go yellow. They got a Meet and I award nomination too. So if somebody can put the link in the chat to Meet and I awards, I don't know if the chat will let you put a link in there. I might have a rule restriction, but they have been awarded, or what is it, recognized for, are y'all like Travel Channel? I can't keep up with all the things. I think y'all have Travel Channel, and then y'all have like a live series nomination. And then On the Go Yellow has 3 nominations, one being New Channel, one being Solo Female, and Vlog Channel. So all the nominees are popping up in the building. Seth Stone, my DMV cousin and channel member, is in the building saying, what's good, chat? What's good, Seth? Thanks for popping in. Who else is here? Oh, everybody's popping in. Miss Sydney is here. Hey. Miss Sydney has been following in on my one, and I feel like Miss Sydney be sitting there critiquing it right along with me. She gives her full review after she watches the video. Like, see, I don't like that one. Mark Hackett is in the building saying, greetings, C in chat. Thank you for popping in, Mark. Drew is in the building. Thank you, Drew, for popping into the live stream. Drew is the one that reminded us all. I know the people are still kind of finicky about getting on Margaritaville at sea or not. Please remember that if you are a military personnel, if you are a civil servant, I mean, you're a government worker, I believe teachers and nurses, there's a variety of first responders that get and like other civil servants get what's it called? Free cruise. You get 1 free cruise a year on Margaritaville at sea. Now it's select cruises. And now, particularly for the teachers, I know, hopefully the dates may or may not work for you all, but they offer free cruises. You get 1 a year. It's based on double occupancy. So find somebody to go with you. And if you're like, hey, I'm not sure if I want to pay the full price, give it a try. Give it a try that way. And we got some shmoney. Let's see who we got here. G Fox for the $1.99 super sticker. Money. Thank you, G. Much appreciated for that channel donation. It will go towards the next trip or cranking out these videos for sure. So much appreciated. Thank you for that monetary love. What is it? We prefer the kind that we'll take the kind of jingles, we'll love the kind that folds. So thank you for giving me that $1.99. We got jingles and folds in one donation. Thanks, G. So Mickey says, girl, get to the announcement. She says, what are you getting diamond on? No, not. She said diamond on Carnival. No. So if you all know, I always drop an Easter egg. I usually put an Easter egg in the live title, the title of the live, that says exactly kind of or alludes to what I'm doing. And so no, not diamond on Carnival. I will be stuck in the platinum realm forever, probably, until I understand Carnival's new tier system. And even with, they gave us an extension. Carnival gave an extension in regards to getting through its tiers. I'm just too deep into platinum to make diamond. However, for Royal Caribbean, I will hit 80 points on one of these cruises I'm about to tell you about. So I will be reaching diamond status on Royal, and I'm excited because that means I would have hit one of my travel goals for the year, and then I can start thinking. I think my goal is to get to, I think, what was it? Damian Quanda was saying, get to diamond, try to get to diamond plus, just in case they decide to change any of their tiers. They think those top 2 tiers are going to be locked in. So I'll hit diamond at the end of this year. I got too many other cruises planned for next year. And then my goal is 2027, Lord willing, and the tiers don't rise, I'll be focusing on diamond plus. So we're getting on Royal next. We're getting on Royal, and another hint is back to back. So, okay, put that pin in there. Let's get to a couple more hellos. Natalie, my good Sarah. Natalie is in the building saying, happy Monday. We just got home from our first casino cruise on Radiance. Cool. We had a ball. Did you hit diamond status? Well, Natalie, you got off of Radiance of the Seas, and I'm getting on Radiance of the Seas come this coming Monday. So hopefully you warmed the ship in the slots for me. That's one of the cruises. And then I'll be on Radiance of the Seas until the 19th. And then I'm going to hop on Liberty of the Seas on the 19th through the 22nd. So I'm doing another back-to-back, or I'm sorry, side-to-side. We're doing a side-to-side on Royal Caribbean out of Fort Lauderdale with Radiance, which I'm excited because I really like Jewel of the Seas. And then I'll get on Liberty, and then I'll give you my 80 points, and I'll be officially at Diamond. And you know, Royal does it where you hit your number and you don't feel it until your next Royal Caribbean cruise, but I will have enough points for Diamond. I'll hit that 80 as long as everything goes as planned with these upcoming cruises. And I'm slightly nervous though, because y'all know usually my rule is get on the first thing smoking. And for some reason, I don't know why I decided this, I'm getting on a 10 o'clock flight. So I land in Fort Lauderdale on Monday at like 1 o'clock ish or something like that, which is probably the closest I've ever like landed before boarding time. So y'all keep me lifted. Hopefully I won't be going live waving at the ship, or I have to see if Sig want to host me. No, I'll probably fly back to DC and then come back. Big Murph says, life says, thanks, C, and congratulations to you and all the nominees. Yes, congratulations to all the nominees. And we got to say congratulations and give a big hand clap and round of applause for thinking about the people. Meet and I are in the building. So the hosts of the Meet and I Awards themselves are in the building. Hey, Meet and I, y'all want to pop up and do a quick spiel about y'all's, about your what's the thing called? About your award show. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Now, if you ain't Meet and I, don't click this link. Because do y'all know Meet and I? If you don't know Meet and I, y'all should follow them. But they have put together a wonderful For Us, By Us award show for like smaller creators who are becoming bigger. As we are en route to huge and waiting to be getting our, plaques and stuff from Royal. Meet and I have carved out a space for, channels to be acknowledged. So me and I just posted a link there if y'all want to pop up and, give the people, y'all can probably talk about it better than I can, but much appreciated. Mickey's Adventure saying congratulations. Thank you. Who we got here? On the Go Yellow says, yes, she's enjoying the Wine Advent Calendar. And I didn't even know what an Advent Calendar was probably until like I had a high school classmate who was doing an Advent Calendar. She's one of those like super moms. So they had like a family heirloom Advent Calendar box, and she was doing the like putting small toys and trinkets in it. I was like, what is this Advent thing? So I probably learned about what like an Advent Calendar was like probably like a few years ago or so. And then so when I saw the Total Wine one, I'm like, well, I like wine, I like Christmas. I decided to get a box for me, but they come in a variety of things. It's not just alcohol. I've seen Advent calendars for chocolate. I've seen Advent calendars for toys. They have 12 days of whiskey, if that's your thing. They have 12 days of tequila. So yeah, there are a variety of ones. And I feel like I enjoy it because, like, as an adult, like the holidays, particularly Christmas, if that's the holiday that you celebrate, the magic is kind of gone, right? Like, who gonna buy, you buy a gift, you buy your gifts for yourself. You probably done told your significant other what you want. So, to have that little bit of holiday cheer, that's, I don't know. I've been enjoying it. It makes my evenings feel festive. Lisa T says, yes, we will support. Congratulations on the nomination. Thank you for the support. And make sure you follow. Check out the other channels. Not all the categories you might know. Like, I'm not a mukbang person, so I gotta kind of scope out the mukbang scene. But those are channels. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't take anything away from you to subscribe to other people's channel. So do it. Yellow, speaking to everybody in the chat. Quality Childcare says, yes, I leave this Friday on my first side-by-side. Ooh, because yes, Viva went to Galveston. I just saw that post over the weekend. So, that's two big bangers. side by side with Jubilee and Viva. I feel like you get a cruise award for the year. I feel like of the Excel ships, Jubilee is my favorite. Jubilee is my favorite. And then I'm overdue for Prima class ship. So I got to figure out how to get Viva in my life. But as you all know, I'm hosting a group trip on Norwegian Luna. So come join me. I think for the solos, the deposits are still $50, $50 per person. I have to look at the prices, but that's a cool side by side. Well, welcome Keisha H. Keisha H is in the building saying happy Monday to everybody. Thank you. It's Cassandra. Thank you, Cassandra. I got you, girl. I'm like, I don't be out here in these streets pronouncing people's name incorrectly. Cassandra says their next cruise is June 2025. So a lot of people are taking a little bit of a break until the summer. Cool. I know for me, I'll have these 2 cruises in December. I have a big cruise announcement for January. And then my plan is I'll probably be going on a hiatus until like June. But I always say I'm going to go on a hiatus and I'll figure out something else to sneak in. But my plan is after my January cruise, I do need to take like a bit of time, like not traveling, because while I like to travel, it impacts editing schedules. So I do need to like have a moment where I'm just sitting here at the house, working through some of my content, my vlogs, getting those cranked out, making space in my camera. So I'm enjoying maybe a couple months of no cruising or no traveling. We'll see. Parkers on the Go is in the building. Said, hey fam, Parkers on the Go are also nominated for, I think, a couple things, best live series and podcast for Choppy Waters. So again, lots of good content creators to choose from. Yola says no cruises for me till February. Okay. And see, with the casino situation, I'm learning like once I hit Prime. Thank you. Hit Prime, my casinos. Hold on. But I learned that pretty much like once you hit Prime, if you don't want to go for like a higher tier, it's good to stop cruising unless you're going to play a whole bunch more, but that doesn't make any sense until the next casino year kind of rolls over. So I'm going to, do a small donation to the casino of these next 2 cruises, and then I'm going to be good on Royal until the next, what is it? I think it turns over April 1st. So yeah, I don't want to get back on Royal after December. I don't want to get back on Royal till after April. Who else? Kristen H is in the building saying, hey everyone, and happy holidays with the Black Santa. Hey Kristen, thanks for being here. Glad to see you in the chat. Murph said POTG in the building. Yes, the North Carolina connection is present and accounted for. Natalie says we did Scarlet in November and she enjoyed seeing the Scarlet ladies glow up. Really enjoyed Lucky Lotus. Cool. Good to know. Yeah. I was talking to my co-worker today at the water fountain and he just got off of Scarlet for his birthday. This one little twist is getting on my nerves. He just got off of Scarlet for his birthday. He was saying like he liked Lucky Lotus, but he kind of hit on, which people have been hitting on, there's some of the inconsistencies with Virgin's customer service. And I will say he had the same thing happen. Double check if you have Deep Blue extras, make sure they're still on your account. Because my September cruise, I know they were charging me for some of the things that Deep Blue extras should have covered. And he was saying he had the same issue where he had to go down to guest services. And he was like, guest services, he had to escalate it because the lady was being her wonderful self. So he ended up, I think they ended up having to gift him a spa treatment because the lady got so rude with him. So double check. This is your call to double check your Virgin Voyages perks, particularly if you did the status matching. Make sure that those are still in place. Because I know my coworker he spent quite amount of time. Even he said he tried to go through the app and the lady like left him on red for like a day. So just a good time before your next Virgin Voyage. Just give them plenty of time to make sure all your perks are there. If you have those perks, I don't know what they did to the system, but apparently some people's fell off. I think I also heard that on Richard Jazz's live. I think Catherine Coop, somebody mentioned they thought that possibly their perks had fell off. And I know when I heard that on their live stream, I went to go look. I didn't see it immediately in my profile. And then I sailed they try to charge me for my lunch. They try to charge me for laundry, which is supposed to be free, and they charge me for my coffees. And then to hear my coworker say that he had the same issue today, or with his cruise last week, just something's glitching with Virgin. It's the Virgin Voyages way. Kristen says, in regards to Christmas traditions, she is looking for suggestions. I think you should do the 7. What's it called? 7 Italian. What is it called? 7 seafood. Something. It's an Italian culture where you have 7 seafood dishes on, I believe it's Christmas Eve. I think you should do that one, Kristen, and then post it all on Instagram so I can read your stories and lust over your food content. G says Sky Lady was awesome. She looks great, and the sailors on our cruise were amazing. The vibe was crazy. Yeah. And he said the vibe was cool. The vibe was vibing. He had the one band, and he had a good DJ. And he said even the Manor was like lit till 4:00 in the morning. It was just some of that customer service aspects that they needed to tighten up on. So good to know. They were consistent in regards to vibe. YOLO says, I usually do some type of, I'm sorry, talking about Christmas traditions. This time of the year, I switch out my mugs. My wine, I have Christmas themed wine tumblers. So I'm drinking out of my Believe tumbler today. Cheers. I should have did like a live Avid calendar tasting. Y'all, should I do that? Should I open up box number? Oh no, I can't. I pre-recorded. Dang, I was gonna figure out a way if I could do a live unboxing. I would have to show y'all what day number. I think I've recorded all the way up to day 12. So y'all will get a preview. I guess that could be a thing. Y'all will get a preview of day 12. I think that's how far I'm up in the thing. I have to pre-record because I'll be out of town next week cruising. I have to get ahead of the content for the wine advent calendar. So I'll be sipping like 2 bottles per evening. YOLO says I usually do some type of meat or seafood for Christmas. Fansleem, I usually, they do a grab bag where people pull gift cards. Oh, cool. I like that better than that dang on white elephant shenanigans where you get something really good and somebody gives you something really crappy. At least you know if a gift card, it's kind of a win-win situation. Let's see. Fox's Den says, blessed that you hit 5,000. Oh, and here's the thing about 5K. I did not have hitting 5K on my radar. I can show you my goal at the end of this year, and it's almost time to start thinking about channel recaps of the year. I think I have a recap scheduled for the 22nd, maybe. But I'm definitely doing like a recap of the year. But I definitely was not planning on hitting 5K. I didn't even have it on my radar. My goal for the year was to hit, I don't know if y'all can see this, was to hit 1,200. I wanted 1,290 more people, more subscribers. And I hit 1,400 some odd. And I wasn't even thinking about 5K. And then I interviewed with Paul Thornton from the Joy of Cruising podcast. And I think when I interviewed with Paul, I was like at 3 something, maybe. And Paul said something about 5K. And I was kind of like, no, that's not my measurable observable. That's not my SMART goal, And literally, I think the blog that took it over was a Celebration Key, I think, made me hit 5K. It was not on my radar. 5K was not the goal for this year. It was literally like 3,300 subs. So I feel truly blessed and grateful that I not only met a goal but superseded a goal. But yeah, it was funny how and also is a lesson in what you speak into people's lives, because Paul just he spoke that 5K up. I was just like, nah. So yeah, I am very grateful. I was not anticipating hitting that threshold, and I did. So I've already started thinking about what's our goal for 2020? What's the year? 6. Sig the Solo Cruiser is here saying, hey, C, just now seeing this. Somebody is sleeping on the job. I don't know. I came in late though, Sig. And Sig the Solo Cruiser is also nominated. Now, me and I, because they didn't pop up, so that means I can talk crap about them. I'm going to put this link here again. Me and I invited y'all to come up and talk about y'all award show. Me and I, we gotta talk. Because why all the solo cruisers? No, I can't say that. I was like, why we all nominated for one category? I can't. We're grateful for our nominations. But Sig the Solo Cruiser is nominated for Best Female Solo Channel, right? Best Female Solo Channel. Did I say that right? It's not, for some reason, I'm hearing it sounds backwards. So check out Sig's channel too. We are all in the running. I think for that category is locked and loaded, baby. You got the Jen Danielle Experience. You got me. You got Sig. And you got On the Go with YOLO. So good luck. Who else we got? Big Murphs is saying, hey, Sig. Mickey Adventure says, for the Secret Santa, we kind of get everyone what they want if the prices are within reason. We have a chat where everyone can post their list if they want to do so. Yeah. And see, we did Secret Santa for Thanksgiving, or what I used to go for Thanksgiving. And but we found that like the telling people what you want was like took some of the fun out of it. So it was a lot of like talking to other family members, getting to know folks, looking at people's profiles, what they might be interested in. But we did it one year where people like put a choice of 3 things and you got them. But we were kind of like, it was a little more fun when you had to like get to know everybody. YOLO says Ascent is my favorite ship still, but not the verandas. It's weird. I like that infinite view, the half veranda. I kind of like that. I actually got one for my birthday next year or in 2027. Oh, Murph tried to post it, but it won't allow to post links. Okay, I had to put some guardrails. Keisha H. So there you go, guys. Right here is the link. Now, I don't know how, I guess you can still copy and paste in the chat. Sometimes there are restrictions, probably because you know what? Keisha H is a moderator, so I might let moderators post the link. Thank you, Keisha H. That's the form for the 2025 Meet and I Awards. I think it's like 19 categories, pretty comprehensive award system. And basically all the categories that you would imagine. So there's a channel of the year. There is a social media innovator of the year. There is like a live stream. There's a series. Then there's a People Choice Award. So whatever, might be on your spirit, you might want to say like whoever's the best moderator or channel member of the year or whatever. It's like a potpourri. You can pick what you want. So there's the link there. Sheila White is in the building saying, hey, see in chat, a little late tonight. No worries. Thanks for popping in. I was a little late myself. It's my live stream. Let's see. Gina's World says, forgive me. What is the Meet and I Awards? Is it an organization? So Meet and I are a channel. They usually go live on Saturdays. But for the last 6 years, they have hosted an awards for like a peer oriented award show. And it usually happens in like January. But right now it's like the nomination period. So Meet and I are a channel and they're hosting this award show. Only they ask is like you check out their channel, subscribe, and then you check out the other folks' channels and then vote. Let's see. Keisha says Meet and I are a YouTube channel and they host an award show supporting other creators in the YouTube community. Nailed it. That's exactly who it is. Mer says, congrats on hitting Diamond or Royal Caribbean. Yes, cross our fingers. Lord willing, the creek don't rise because we got to get on both of these ships. Okay? We got to get on both of these ships Monday, and then what day is that? Friday. And then I should hit it. And I'm be glad because while I appreciate Royal Caribbean's like loyalty program, Royal as a brand is like not my kind of favorite. It gets really redundant for me. So like even like getting on Margaritaville at Sea after doing like 3 almost Royal Caribbean cruises back to back, getting on Margaritaville at Sea was like refreshing. So I'll need to hit this Diamond so I can take a break and focus on other cruise goals for sure. So thank you. On the Go Yellow says Diamond Plus is nice to have. Absolutely. For those drink coupons alone. Folks are saying congratulations. Thank you, Natalie. They will hit Diamond in April. Yes. So definitely our goal is to like try to chug to get these tiers before Royal Caribbean changes their mind and made it move us up, change the tiers. Hopefully not, but On the go, yo, it's cutting it close. Yeah, the good news is my cruise leaves out of Fort Lauderdale, so it's closer to the port. But literally, I need like everything to go completely right because I'm usually like I get on a 5 o'clock flight, get on a 6 o'clock flight. I land in Florida around 9 or something like that, 8 or 9 in the morning. So I don't know what happened with this one. I'm not sure if I can't remember if I didn't feel like sitting at the airport looking crazy if I landed at 9 o'clock, or if the earlier flights were sold out or out of my price range. I can't remember what the deal was, but for some reason I'm getting on a 10 o'clock flight, and I don't know. Maybe I can make a last minute change. We'll see. Folks are saying whoop whoop to Meet and I. Yes, big ups to Meet and I for creating a space to celebrate, folks. Much appreciated, much appreciated. And thank y'all for popping that link in there. And if you can't for some reason copy and paste the link, it's on Meet and I's social media. And if you're not on Meet and I's social media, it's also on like all the nominees have it. So YOLO, you can find it. I know YOLO did a really cute PSA for her nominations. So a lot of the creators who are nominated. I know MH did a post. I think YFC did one too. Saying like where exactly you can what is it called? Fill out the form. G says folks deserve a hand. Absolutely. Cassandra says, oh my Lord, correction, June 2026 for the hubby 60th birthday is when her next cruise is. Thank you, Gina's World. The Italian tradition of seafood is called the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Yes. And basically you make 7 crap, I hit the wrong button. You make 7 seafood dishes, and I believe on Christmas Eve. That's the Italian tradition. So Christian, you should try that one. Big Murph says not see pre-game in the advent calendar box. No, this is why I was like, my goal is to post it every day. So I have to do like 2. I have to do 2. You got to pre-record. But if you see, like, I look crazy because I don't finish the Advent little bottles. So my refrigerator is full of nips right now. Little nips of half drunken wine. So like if, somebody wanted to report, what's that TV show called like Intervention or something like that? I would like a good candidate for intervention right now if you were to open up my refrigerator. Thank you, Sig. I don't know what I'm the best at. Something. Murph says, yeah, y'all category was a tough one. It is. Every year it is. Because you got women know how to do it right. So you got 4 women who know how to do it right. So y'all play eeny, meeny, miny, mo and pick one. Gina's World says the infinite verandas on Celebrity are cool if you're solo. Oh, but once someone is with you in that cabin, it's a struggle. And that's probably why I like that infinite so much. Yeah, I haven't shared a cabin on Celebrity. So I like that whole little like, particularly like in the evening, at night when it's pitch black outside, like roll down the thing, and then they have the balcony is like 2 little things, 2 little chairs, and it's carpeted and it has like a little table. So I think one day I went to Cafe El Baccio. I got me some because they have like little desserts in Cafe El Baccio. I got me some little petit fours, and I had me a glass of wine, and I had that thing rolled down. And I also say I got on a lucky sailing. The sailing that I was on, the captain never took recontrol because they can control the up and down of the veranda. The captain let us have free will. The only thing was Ascent was a new ship at the time, and something was going on with how they placed the either sensors or how they placed the blinds. So basically, sometimes people's veranda stopped working because like the blinds or something would get in the way of the sensor. So I know some people had to get like the housekeeping to like reset their veranda. But I was able to use mine the whole time, and it was cool. But like if you like were to cruise, these times are like the winter or more prone to storms, then the captain can take control of it and lock you out or lock it up. So that's the only thing about, that's one of the only things about those. But yeah, you're right. I never shared a cabin or Celebrity. So and if you're a solo cruiser, Celebrity is like the category that I have for my cruise in 2027, it's an infinite solo veranda. So it's specifically made for solo travelers, apparently. YOLO says, what's this? On the go, Yo says, yes, Gina, we like to go outside. Well, wait. Are y'all talking about Frisky? I hope y'all not talking about Frisky. They might be. Ain't my business. Do you? But fair, yes. You want that access to the outdoors as much as possible. YOLO says she had fun recording her award acceptance. It was really cute. And yeah, sometimes it's cool to like let your hair down, be a little goofy. That's why I think I was enjoying the advent calendar, because it's just like it's not reporting out on cruising. It's literally like stream of consciousness. Like whatever I think about that wine is coming out my mouth. Ooh, not me trying to eat the bite. And yeah. Yellow says she doesn't like that they can lock the veranda. Mickey says she prefers the balcony, the ocean view type of balcony. Fair, yeah. Not everybody likes the interior. What's it called? What's the thing called? Promenade balcony? No. What's the thing called? Where it's in the board? No, not. Well, they have now boardwalk balconies. And then what's the one? All the words are starting to leave my head. The one that's in Central Park balcony. There we go. Thank you, Jesus. Not everyone likes those. Together We Travel is here saying, hey neighbor, welcome in. And Yellow says, no Frisky, they always have the kiddo. Sorry. So we arrived to the end of the chat. Let's do some church announcements. I still have not uploaded the Good Gov, but I can tell you exactly what it is and send. I need to sit down and send the stuff. Where is my stuff slides? So let's hit on. I told y'all the solo travelers. While we might, be on, what was it? On the nomination form, we're separate, but we're together for the ultimate solo group cruise. See what I did there? June 22nd to 26th, 2026. I just price checked this one. It is $887. It starts at for interior. So that one's on sale. This is one of the ones that currently I'm in. And if you are one of those travelers, we have been doing, all three of us have been really doing a good job of making sure that we price match. So there's been a couple of reductions. If you registered for that cruise, you saw that we've been, making sure we do price adjustments for you all. I think though we are hitting to the point, I think after it's $887, that price is not going to drop anymore. So I can imagine cruises are going to start ticking up probably by the end of January. So I would say you want to try to get those deposits in, lock in that rate between now, maybe January might start ticking up, but this, because it already actually is already starting ticking up. I'm thinking about the last price adjustment I made, it was like $830 or $850. And then now it's $887. So the price is starting to climb back up. If you're interested in going to Ultimate Solo Group Cruise, that's June 22nd to 26th. We have an outstanding itinerary plan for you all, where you're going to be on almost like 3 different tracks of cruising based on what your personality is or based on what activities you want to do with us. So that is $100 per person deposit. And you can, register through any of the, hosts. So it's either Jen, me, or Sig. What else? And if you're registered for that one, check your email soon. I know we need to send out some reminders related to that one, because the World Cup, and not just us, y'all, FYI, anybody cruising around June 22nd to 26th, I don't know if y'all noticed, the World Cup has, they did the, They did the pools last Friday, I think. So the World Cup is going to be in Fort Lauderdale in the Miami area, I guess all through the North America. But if you are cruising around that time, if you look, the prices for hotels are up and the prices for flights are going to start ticking up. I know last week my flight was $234. It went up to $250 something. So y'all want to try to lock in, even if you're not selling with us, if you are selling now for us, because we are the host of the most, we have locked in the room rate. But if you're cruising around that time out of Fort Lauderdale, out of the Miami area, I would say try to make your hotel bookings and your flights now, because depending on how the games go, there's a chance that the World Cup might extend to June 22nd. It's going to impact. Basically, what's going to happen is people are going to try to book up hotels just in case that round happens. I believe the actual matches, and whoever speaks soccer, please correct me in the chat. I'm a non-soccer person. I got y'all on college football, but soccer. But I believe like the true round is like the week of like the 14th-ish or something like that. And then like I think if a North America team wins or something like that, then they'll keep it. I don't know. But anywho, all to say hotel prices and flight prices are starting to trend up because by speculative prices, because they're anticipating should the round extend, they will be in Miami that week. That was a long way of saying that. So just that's my PSA for people who are on our solo group cruise, as well as if you are cruising that time in Florida. All right, next thing I like to go in order is the Good Gov Getaway 2026. I actually don't scan that. I actually have the new graphic and I have the registration form. That will be October 9th to 11th, 2026. I just need to email y'all. I've been doing like other travel stuff. But we are going to be doing the Epcot Food and Wine Fest, Eat and Drink Around the World. There will be a small registration fee for that one of $30. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I am contracting a small-owned business to do our t-shirts. That person's actually a part of the YouTube community. I calculated that like if I don't charge, if I don't charge a registration fee, I know people will say they're going to come and they don't. And then B, I don't want to be stuck with the bill of buying y'all. There will be shirts. There's going to be a welcome happy hour. There's going to be prizes and giveaways for the different things for Epcot Food and Wine Festival. So because this is just a meetup, it's not a planned trip. You can book the hotel through me if you want to, but that's the only way that I can make sure we have a good experience without my pockets being flat. And I know that you're actually coming because I don't want to plan. I got 30 reservations. And I get to Orlando, 10 people show up, and I already done put out cash to do all the activities, if that makes sense. But if you are a channel member, because membership has its perks, channel members whoever's a channel member by October 31st, 2025, I am covering your registration fee as a thank you for being a channel member. You just have to fill out the form. And I promise you all that I will email y'all the graphic in the form if you already signed up. If you haven't scanned this QR code, please do. The deets are coming your way. Lord, been trying to do so many other things. Then, so those are the two trips for 2026. 2027, I'm collaborating with another YouTuber, but I will let that person, she's making an announcement on her channel. I'm helping somebody else plan their trip, but it's on her channel. But 2027, there's, so all they say is it's one more trip for 2026, but it's not my hosted, but I'm helping someone. 2020, which I'm very excited about helping this one. But anywho, I need to stop smiling. For 2027, I'm hosting the two trips. Sorry, I'm out of order now. First, you got the Ultimate Land and Sea, which is out of New Orleans. So we're going to get that good old New Orleans culture, food, bounce music. We're going to get beignet. We're going to get some New Orleans history, culture. Yeah, baby. I think I didn't say that correctly, but Ultimate Land and Sea is going out of New Orleans. Carnival Dream will be refurbished or out of dry dock, will be coming to New Orleans. And we're going to have 2 days in New Orleans and then hop on Carnival Dream to head to Cozumel, Mexico. There are 6 lovely hosts. It's not a girls trip. It's just that the ladies are the ones who are doing the booking. But that is for you. And then the last one is the Good Gov Getaway 2027, which will be on Norwegian Luna. I believe deposits are still $50 per person. And what else for that one? Out of New York. I'm so excited about the pre-cruise activities. Out of New York and on the new ship heading to Bermuda. But honestly, the ship is going to be the thing. So log into any of those. And if you can't make any of those, I'm happy to help you plan with your other travel arrangements. If you are starting to plan for your big birthdays, those 40th and 50th birthdays, if you are like, see, my family is crazy and I can't no longer host this family trip, I'm more than happy to assist you with your planning efforts. Just hit me up at cwc@gmail.com. Okay, let's get into these last few announcements now that we did all the business side of the channel. Let's get back into the personnel. Let's see if I can find where did I end. Folks talking about balcony. Yolo says she can't do no frisky on the balcony because she always got the kid with her. Merc says I'll have my first balcony experience in March. Can't wait to see what all the hype is. Fresh air. Fresh air is the hype for sure. I feel like I only had one cruise where I spent a ton of time on my balcony, and that was I did Disney Fantasy for my birthday last June. And I did it out of Athens. So we were going to the Strait of Messina, the strait that goes between the Sicily and the tip of Italy. So it's very scenic. And I think I sat there and read half my book as we passed through that strait. But usually outside of like a quick moment to look out in the morning, I do like having the light in the morning versus just being in the dark interior. It kind of makes me like be okay with being in my room, just having that balcony. But for the most part, I don't really use it because I'm usually out and about. But they are good to have. And whenever I have an opportunity to get a decently priced balcony, I do. On the go, Yellow says, careful, Big Murph. It's my preference, but I still book interior if it's just me or me and my daughter. My hubby refuses unless they have 2 cabins. Bob says, you are not holding me up in this shoebox. Murph says, I was booked in an interior, but got a great deal on the upgrade. Yes. And I would say that for always. That's going to be the strategy. Book that interior, look for those upgrades. Actually, that reminds me, I need to look at my rooms tonight because I fell in love with the ocean view being on Explorer. I love being able to like reach behind my head in the morning, just pull the curtain aside. That was kind of cool. Murph says I was booked in. Oh, I said that already. Jesus 2027. Who else we got here? Keisha A says I saw that on Poverty. Yes, so I am helping poverty. That's what I'm going to be doing. Shoot, I'm talking about the Advent calendar. I got some quotes I need to send out for her cruise. So yes, I have the honor of being the travel agent for Poverty to Paradise for her first group cruise, which will be December 2026. So yes, I am holding up her expectations in regards to like, I'm like, I don't want to let her down. Don't want to let her down. So yeah, after I get off this call, I'm gonna go get me some collard greens from downstairs. And then I have about 4 inquiries that I need to follow up on. So yeah, if you are a fan of Poverty to Paradise, I'm assisting her with planning her first group cruise. Very excited about that. Linnell is funny because she's like, I don't know. I'm such an introvert. And I'm like, Linnell, you got such great information and people love her channel. Regina says, gee. Hey, Regina, welcome in, girl. Lita Shay is in the building. Welcome in here. Thanks for popping in. Yo says, that's awesome. Yes, thank you. And Merc says, I'm on both the 2027 group cruises. Yes, we are excited to have, like, I appreciate all my ladies, but it's cool to have some of the fellas to tag along. So, yes, excited to have y'all for sure. Who else? We got more people here. And yes, thank you. Congrats. That's great. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you, 30 some odd people for hanging out with me. It's the Monday meetup, and we don't go live every Monday, but when I go live, there's a trip announcement. The trip announcement is I'll be getting on my Diamond Royal Caribbean, or the cruises that should get me to Diamond. So I'll be flying to Fort Lauderdale on Monday to get on Radiance of the Snow. Yep, Radiance of the Seas. And then I'll be popping on Liberty of the Seas on Friday. So, have your notifications on bells on. And then if you don't have them on, you can follow my stories on IG as I'll give you the play-by-play. I think my next live is going to be the 22nd. So I will get to chat with y'all before Christmas. We will be back at the 7:00 hour now that I am done. Hallelujah. Teaching for the semester. Thank you, Lord, for getting me through another semester. Actually, I had really great students this semester. Praise God. So we'll be back on Monday the 22nd where I'm going to do a recap. Hopefully I can get some content out so we can talk about that content. And then, get into the holiday spirit. So it's See It With C. Thanks for coming to chat with me. So folks, have a great week. Have a blessed week. And y'all know I love to end on a positive note. Have a blessed week, everyone. Make it a great one, y'all. Good night.